to be here, and I want to react to more Hamnations. So what you guys really like this video? Now I'm going to hit the like on the video of this, because these videos are really funny and good. Subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't, and hit notification bells on him. So credits to Hamnations so I can make this reaction video possible. Now, let's continue. I'm gonna turn it off for now. Calm. Oh, wait a minute.
Life is good and needs to be cherished. You see, I almost died just now. We must be grateful for the time we have, because at any moment we could... Hi there, my name is Bryson. Do you guys want to hear how close I came to dying? How I have sat on the fence betwixt the worlds of life and death, and be it by fate, be it by luck, be it by some otherworldly power that my soul was spared from almost certain death? Would you like me to illuminate the moments where the scythe of the Grim Reaper scathed by me? An inch closer and my very soul would have been expunged? How one moment was the deciding factor in a child's fate. To be or not to be was held in the balance of a single, fleeting moment. And should one misstep be taken, the scale would tip towards not to be. Did I survive because I was lucky? Because a fluke prevented my life from going out in an indifferent universe? Or was it because I was protected by some guardian angel? Luck or fate, it's for you to decide. All I can do is tell you what happened. All I can do is show you how my soul was spared. Okay, this should be fun. Gather around, children, ages 13 and up, and I'll tell you about the times I almost died. All these stories actually took place in North Carolina between the ages of 4 and 9, and after that, I never almost died again.
I never really don't know much about North Carolina. When I'm older, I'm planning on exploring the whole entire world, so I may go there.
Again.
If you live there, guys, or you guys live there, comment down below. What's it like? And should I go over there or no? Depends on your perspective.
Never almost died again. So I guess I was just wildin' for those 5 years before I chilled out. So there me and my family were, watching a movie together. We had just recently moved in, and I was laying down on the ground in front of the giant cabinet that held our VHS and DVDs. This cabinet was very tall and wide, but kinda skinny. It was also on carpeted floor, meaning it was a little bit shaky. Our solution for this was bolting it into the wall. But we had not bolted it in yet because, I don't know if you know this, but there are actually a lot of other things that have to be done when moving into a house. And bolting the cabinet into the wall is not the top of the list. It's right below feeding the children and giving them a place to sleep. And keep in mind, they were not getting any help from me because I was 4. If anything, I was messing everything up. Anyways, as I was laying down, I was grabbing the bottom of the shelf and opening and closing it with my feet. My mom, who was folding everyone's laundry, said, "Bryson, don't do that. The cabinet could fall. It isn't bolted in yet." No, thought little Bryson. I will not stop. Whoa. Hey, Bryson, you good? No, that didn't happen. I mean, the shelf did fall, but there's a twist. As Mom was folding laundry, she had subconsciously placed the baskets around me in such a way that when the cabinet fell, the baskets caught it, saving me. But I totally thought that I had died, because when the cabinet fell, it created a big gust of wind, and the doors opened, and all the CDs fell onto me, making more wind rush past my face. I thought that this wind was the sensation of my soul flying up to heaven. Bryson, are you okay? Is he dead? Am I dead? Oh, he's not dead. Brody, stop. So this other time, Kyle, who was engaged to my sister at the time, dared me to stand on his hands so he could lift me all the way up because... fun. He was older, therefore all-knowing, so I said okay. So Kyle, who was like 6 feet tall, lifted little 4-foot Bryson up. His arms were fully extended, which added like an extra 2 feet, so my head was 12 feet in the air. And to a 9-year-old, that's basically in space. Anyways, as I'm up there, I lose my balance. I tried to use the wall to stabilize myself, but I failed instantly, and I fell down headfirst.
Oh!
Kyle watched me falling to my death and activated his marine powers to catch me by the ankle. And I kid you not, there were 6 inches of clearance between the floor and my head. Had Kyle been 1 second later, I would have totally died. Kyle later told me that as I was falling, he thought, I can't enter the family like this. Hey guys, I'm so excited to finally marry Brittany and be part of the family. I love you guys so much.
True.
So anyway, I killed Bryson. Nice. Brody, stop.
Yeah,
This next
right.
story is the real reason I made this video, because it was the most dangerous. You could argue that I would have survived the other 2 stories. That cabinet would only have broken a few bones. Or, you could survive falling 12 feet directly onto your head. Maybe.
Well, that'll depend. Remember what Bryson said in his age. It would have depended, because in the cabinet story, he said he was 4. When you're young, your bones are soft and squishy, and bendable. Due to this factor, they're easier to break, but heal faster, because they require less material. So technically, he would get broken bones, just either a lot more, and also but they would have healed faster because he was young. Falling 12 feet onto your head, they will be interesting because it will depend on the angle of where your head is. If it's tilted, it can cause the neck to snap and kill you. But if it's like directly on your head, like if you hit right on top of your skull, I mean, you get maybe bruising, either bleeding, or maybe a bruise or 2, and just pain in the impact site. But really not that bad. Depend on the angle of where your neck is tilting the skull and the brain. Just some little interesting facts you need to know if you want to know.
But this next story is the real deal. I would 100% have died. Cool. Brody!
Bruh!
Stop. Mom and Dad weren't home and it was raining outside. My brother Braden must have been bored, so he told me to come with him across the street because... Okay. Anyway, we crossed the street in the rain when all of a sudden, lightning struck nearby. The sound shattered the air and shook me to the core. I was only like 5, so this really scared me.
That's true. I was honestly scared of lightning and stuff back in my preschool to elementary years. When I got into middle school, I was still kind of scared, but not bad. I mean, if it was loud, yes, but normal, But in high school, I'm in 10th grade right now. Well, I'm about to be in 11th grade once this summer ends here, where I live. And I'll be in 11th grade, basically junior. So, yeah, right now, thunder doesn't really scare me. It depends on the situation, though. But if I'm outside, I think it's not mostly because I'm a crybaby or just afraid of everything. But I think it's more of an instinct or stuff like that. As my older self. Because my brain basically telling me, get inside the house.
I started crying and running back to the house. I ran to the middle of the road when suddenly my foot planted to the ground and I froze where I was. Right then, a car sped right in front of me. I was shocked, but I unfroze and ran into the safety of the house. I watched through a window as a very scared Braden walked back to the house. He had watched me almost die after all. Just then, the car that almost hit me pulled in front of him, and the lady driving the car scolded Braden and yelled at him for my mistake, which was super rude because 1, it wasn't Braden's fault, and 2, that lady was the one going way over the speed limit in the neighborhood. Braden came back to the house, and things started to calm down, but I started to think about what had just happened. Then the thought occurred, why had I stopped? I was running to the house, and I hadn't seen the car, and I had no intention of stopping. It felt like I had been stopped, and I stayed there for a solid second, and had I continued running in that second, the car would have totally hit me.
Yeah.
So the question remains, was I stopped by some guardian angel, or was it just luck? I don't know, but whatever it was, I'm glad I'm not dead. Yet. Several Brysons were almost harmed in the making of this video. Please subscribe so he doesn't die from taxes.
Oh my god.
And also, follow his Twitter and his Instagram and buy his merch. And guys, February 20th was the channel's 3-year anniversary. Also,
So yeah, guys, let's continue with hey. Oh goodness. Get out of here. Sorry about the ads, guys. There's nothing I can do about that. I don't have YouTube Premium. I think ads are how people make money, so.
hi, I'm Bryson, and today I'm gonna talk about the times I got hurt and then my entire nervous system went. Luckily, I've never broken a bone, though. Wow, Bryson, you've never broken a bone? Your pain is irrelevant, you stupid idiot.
Hey! Get a pain about Bryson!
Although I've never broken a bone, I've still experienced a wide range of physical pain. For example, one time I was holding a big PVC pipe and I threw it on the ground and it ricocheted back and hit my funny bone at Mach 10. It felt like an electrical fire on my arm. I hereby vote for the removal of funny bones from the human body because all it causes is pain. On second thought, why not remove all bones?
Wow, you won't be able to move! You basically become, well, if you were able to move, you'll basically be a flop of jelly! Or you will be in skin and muscle.
Can't break what isn't there.
Yeah, look at that!
Another time, I fell down face first while snowboarding and I scorpioned so hard that the bottom of my snowboard hit the back of my head.
Oh!
See that? Your back isn't supposed to do that. That causes a lot of ouchy feelings.
Oh, my back!
Now, let's move on to the big ones. The ones that reminded me of my mortality. The ones where life went, this kid has had it too good for too long. Time to remind him who's in charge. Okay, number one. I was sitting on top of my bunk bed zoning out when my mom called me. I decided that to save time, I would forego using the ladder and just jump off the top bunk. Little did I know the fan was going at top speed. It was so fast that I didn't even see it. So I jumped and... It happened so fast that I didn't even feel it at first. But I reached up to check the damage and then I saw the blood. Mom! What's up, honey? I'm losing blood at an alarming rate and would be most grateful if you, my caregiver and guardian, would transport me to the hospital to help heal the wounds so that I can continue this mortal journey rather than ending it prematurely due to loss of blood.
True.
Nah, I'm kidding. What I actually said was...
Yeah.
This other time, me and my brothers were bonding with Dad. How? Dad would pull down the basketball hoop, let one of us grab on, and then he'd let go and it would slingshot us into the air. Obviously. Anyway, I could see my brothers doing it and I wanted to turn. Okay, 3, 2, 1. My head slammed into the basketball rim, and that's naturally where my memory stops. My parents say that it scalped me a little bit and that I have a little bald spot. However, I have so much hair that neither I nor my parents have ever been able to find this so-called bald spot. I guess it's not there after all. This other time I was really young and my older brother was in an argument with Mom. Now, being in my family, you learn to tune things out because yelling and screaming and fighting is all commonplace. Don't worry, we make up afterwards. But anyways, as Mom and Brody were arguing, I was all like, wow, this door hinge looks pretty cool. I should put my fingers in there. Just then, the argument came to a climax and Brody slammed the door shut as hard as he could. Onto my fingers. My fingers bent every which way. They looked like rubber. We went to the doctor, and surprisingly, nothing was broken. When you're really young, your bones are still soft and springy, and that's why they didn't break. Also, that's why some babies need to wear helmets, because otherwise, you might accidentally sculpt their soft head into a cone, like this. Okay, last story. One time, I was just chilling in my room with my brothers. We had a punching bag hanging under one of the loft beds, and we would take turns tackling it. It was my turn and the punching bag was swinging, but I was too young to understand how momentum worked. So I dove for it, it swung out of the way, and my face slammed into the wall. I was taken to the hospital, and as my mom tells me, the doctors had to clean the wound, but I wouldn't let them for some reason. So they put me in a straitjacket, and I screamed, "Stop touching me! Stop touching me! Do you speak English? Stop touching me!" And then they hit me with that good sleep juice.
I'm tired.
Anyway, I got stitches, and now I have a cool scar across my eyebrow. Thank you for taking a trip down memory lane with me. Down memory lane with me. It all hurt a lot. But Bryson, I've never been injured before. Well, we can fix that. Ow!
Well, then you're lucky.
Wow, getting hurt really sucks. But you know what doesn't suck? Insert a really out-of-place sponsorship segue. Skillshare! Skillshare!
Well, guys, that's the end of the video. Hit like, subscribe, click the notification bell, comment down below. Should I make more animation videos, or should I do this one more another animation channel like Y'all Without James Animations, or someone else YT? There's so many other animation channels out there that I've heard are pretty good. So, guys, if you want me to react to more of those, comment down below, or I'll make a post and see what you guys think. Well, guys, credits goes to Hamnations for making these 2 videos. Thanks, Hamnations. See you guys soon. William Afton, 2042, out. Bye-bye.